Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh, who judges her. Okay? Plain and simple, man. Alright? Yeah, it's Jeremiah. Go back to chapter 50. Jeremiah 50. Verse 26. It says, come against her from the uttermost border. Open her storehouses. Cast her up as heaps. And destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. You see that? Let nothing of Babylon be left. That's why the scriptures say they're going to leave her desolate and naked. And eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Because they ain't going to leave nothing left here in America. Anything that ain't get destroyed by the sword, famine, and pestilence, they going to take. Alright, they going to take. Alright, it's gonna be a jack move. It's gonna be America gonna get stuck up, man. Like a, you know, like a stick-up kid in the alley. That's what's gonna happen, man, to America. America gonna get stuck up for their goods, man. They gonna have a gun pointed at them. America gonna have a gun, gonna have a damn gun pointed at them, and they're gonna be threatened with destruction, and they're gonna get robbed and spoiled, man. That's what's gonna happen to America. Okay. They're gonna let nothing of her remain, right? They're gonna take every damn thing. You understand? Everything. Jeremiah 50 verse 26. Come against her from the uttermost border. Right. So they're gonna surround America's borders, man. Right? How they gonna do that? They got submarines, right? They're gonna come up on shore. From Cali to the East Coast, man. All the way from the Gulf of Mexico. You didn't see Trump trying to change it to Gulf of America. Well, he did, but that don't make no difference, man. They're gonna come up across your borders. They like to blame Joe Biden, but it was all done by design, man. Now they worried about sleeper cells here in America. You worried about sleeper cells, huh? Well, guess what, man? That's your judgment. That's your judgment, man. Okay? The scriptures say, I'm gonna fill thee with men. Well, let me get that, man. Where that's at, man? Most High willing, I found that, man. Where that's at, man. Damn. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 27. Set ye up a standard in the land. Blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her. Call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, Mini, and Ashkenaz. Appoint a captain against her. Cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars. Okay. So that's what's gonna happen, man. Jeremiah 50 and 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of mine inheritance. Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. your mother shall be sore confounded. Talking about Great Britain, huh? Talking about the UK. It says what? Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bear you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. So your mother, Great Britain, she gonna hate you too. Like I say, the 10 horns gonna hate the whore, man. All these European nations gonna turn against America. All right, they gonna come against her, man. Everybody in the world, you can see politically how Trump setting it up so all these nations will hate America. You see how it's taking place, man. The scripture's being fulfilled. Only a damn fool wouldn't see it, man. Talking about I'm fear-mongering. You know what I'm saying? These people ignorant as hell. If you in fear, that means your ass ain't right. That's all. If you afraid of the destruction, there's something about you that ain't right, man. And because you ain't right, what the scripture say, there's a fearful expectation, a fiery judgment. So people who have that fear, they gonna say that, you know, you fear-mongering and all of this. Because they wicked, man. Wicked is all hell. You know what I'm saying? Wicked, man. Jeremiah 51 verse 4. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. Right, so they're gonna come and kill a whole lot of people in their houses. All right, they coming to kill with the sword, man. Right? Scripture say they're gonna search their houses with the sword, man. Let me get that. Okay. They're gonna search their houses with the sword. Second Ezra chapter 16, right? Yeah, Second Ezra chapter 16. Second Ezra 16 verse 28. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field. Right, because you see, well, I just read, man, they're gonna come here and they're gonna take out everything, man. Scriptures say leave nothing left, man. So what they gonna do? They're gonna search all these houses with the sword. Hold on, here it is, right here. Second Ezra 16 verse 28. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. You see that, man? Who's they? It's talking about these other nations, man, most likely. That's what I'm saying. Your houses, you're going to be searched through. They're going to take your possessions. You're not going to have nothing. That's why you might as well leave and get up out of here. Because none of them things, you can't take none of them things with you. All them things are going to be taken anyway. Okay? Second Ezra 16, man. Verse 45. And there that And therefore they that labor, labor in vain. Right, man? See, what you working for? If you ain't working to flee out of Babylon, what you working for, man? You working to build up your houses? You know? Build up your career? All our lives here in America is vanity, man. And it's set up to be destroyed. Set for destruction, man. Everything we gain, everything we earn here is going to be destroyed, man. And you want to heap up more treasures unto yourself, man. You want to heap up to yourself more goods. For what, man? All that's going to be taken. Right? Either it's going to be taken by these nations that invade America, or they got our government is set up to confiscate, you know, things that people have in their houses during a time of war. Hell, if they're going to set up a draft and try to take you into war, what makes you think they ain't going to take your goods? You know what I'm saying? Think about that one. 2 Ezra 16, verse 45, and therefore they that labor in vain. See, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery. Right, your merchandise, all your possessions, your cars, your clothes, your houses, right? All of that is going to be occupied with robbery. It's going to be pillaged. It's going to be spoiled, man. It's going to be taken. It says the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons. Because that's all we doing here. Acting like this thing gonna continue on. Like the scriptures say, the inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Right? You've been taking the mentality of your captives, these Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? Thinking, they got you thinking in a comfortable position, thinking America is gonna continue. Like this place got another damn 20, 30 years. You crazy, man. America don't have 20, 30 years. Listen, man, this thing probably ain't got 10 or 5 years left in this thing, man. But we over here in a docile mindset thinking this thing gonna continue on. Like, they not coming over here to destroy and spoil and rob and kill and bring destruction, man. Thinking this thing ain't gonna happen, man. Okay. Yeah, thinking this thing ain't gonna happen. 2 Ezra 16, verse 48. The more, matter of fact, start at 47 again. It says, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith Adonai. The more he gonna be angry with us, man, because what? The mindset and the behavior shouldn't be as though we still gonna be here for years, man. We gotta be in the mentality and the mindset to be ready to get up out of here, man. Don't the scriptures say, be ye as pilgrims upon the earth, man? Come on, look at this. Second Ezra 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Right? You got to be as a pilgrim on this earth, man. You got to be going to and fro, man. It ain't no time to be settled on your leaves. Ain't no time to be sitting on our behinds, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no time for that. We gotta be ready to remove ourselves up out of Babylon, man. Okay? You need to be prepared to get yourself out of the midst of this place, because the destruction is coming, huh? All right? Said, make you ready to the battle, and then those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth. What does a pilgrim do, man? Pilgrims go to and fro. Pilgrims go here, they go there, they always on the move. That's what I'm saying. A pilgrim don't stay in one place, man. You know what I'm saying? You better have your little minivan or something. You know, what a pilgrim has a caravan with horses. That's what they, you know what I'm saying? Pilgrims back in the day, that's what they had. So you got to speed it up to this modern day and apply that to what would be considered a caravan in these days. You have your cargo van or something. You know what I'm saying? Have you a vehicle with some bug out gear. You know, I ain't giving no prepping advice, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Always check for these flights. Always check to see what the plane tickets cost, man. And we gotta be in that mindset. You know what I mean? You gonna have some cash locked and loaded. So if you need to purchase that flight, that plane ticket, you already got it set up. So when you click that button on that mouse, man, you got you a flight. Most High willing. Don't make no sudden abrupt moves at the last minute, because that's not in the mindset where you prepared. If you in a hurry, that means you was not preparing before. There's a reason why we got what is called preparation day before the Sabbath. There's a reason for that. You need to be in the mode of preparation day before the Sabbath of nuclear destruction come to this place. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? Spiritually speaking, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. Be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. Right, man. See, that's what you're supposed to be in that mindset. Sell your stuff. Get the money. And use that to flee up out of here. Right? He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Right? Because if you listen, you still making all these purchases here. You still putting possessions into your home. Listen, man, it's not in the right mindset, man. You ain't in the mindset. Be trying to get up out of here. You're gonna lose these things that you buy, man. They gonna take it. They gonna spoil it, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take your stuff, man. They gonna take all the kids' toys and action figures, right?